We welcome you all to the panel discussion on corporate career in core sector, challenges in talent acquisition of freshers, their induction, growth and retention.
Human Relation Award of the Institute in the year 1982. He has around 40 years of experience in the area of motivational, inspirational training and has inspired more than 1,500 employees in various companies such as Usha Martin Limited, Indian Oil Corporation, Super Smelters Limited, etc. Presently, he is an active member of CII, West Bengal Council and Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
I would now request Mr. Sharan to take off from here and then give his views on what does he think about this particular subject under discussion. Thank you.
It is neither morning nor afternoon, so namaskar. Exactly 12 o'clock. When I came here, I asked Mr. Swaminathan, how many people are going to be there? He said 600. I sank on my chair. I never expected such a large crowd and a crowd of such a talented people, because I thought I may have to speak to 15, 20 people. I thought it's easier. But then had I known that I got to speak to such a large congregation of such large talented people, I would have honed my talent before coming here. I didn't bring any paper, so I would like to speak to you with my experience. I'll just tell you a small story. The story is about a politician. He asked his secretary to prepare a lecture for him. So he prepared a lecture. And the day came, the D-Day came, the politician opened his paper, started speaking to the audience, such a large audience. And when he started speaking, there were a lot of applause. People were absolutely, tedious. People were very happy. When he turned the second page, people started yawning. And by the time he read the third page, half the hall was empty. He was very angry. He went to his secretary and said, "What did you write? The first page was excellent. Second and third was absolutely useless." He said, "Sir, I wrote only one page. Probably you carried the photocopy of it." In this panel discussion, there is the same thing going to happen. Can you hear me? Now Mr. Kaushik has already explained everything to you all. Summed up by my friend Sandeep, I have little to say. I can say thank you and go home. But I think Swaminathan will very get angry. He'll say, "Yeah, I invited you. You got to speak something, so I must speak something." And I'm afraid, what is Dr. Pandey going to say? I tell you about my family. My family is an HR fraternity itself. You don't have to read any book. Everybody, if I read my family, I understand the entire HR. And I think very few people are going to share this, but I would. My son studied engineering. I asked him, "Why do you want to study engineering?" He said, I'm going to study engineering because all my friends are studying engineering and they are all going to IITs. I said, is that the reason that you want to study engineering? He said, yeah, you get very cozy job, white collar job. You are the hems of affair, you are the directors or something like that. 10 years from now, I'll be somebody. Very nice. He tried for IIT. Unfortunately, he couldn't succeed in the first attempt. I said, I don't have money for you to, keep trying it and try for an IIT. Get the second best. So he had to do it. So he went and did his engineering. When he completed his engineering, he had distinction in all subjects all the time, in all these semesters. Very nice. He came back. I said, what's next? He said, I don't want to do engineering. I don't know. I do not like it. I said, why did you waste your 5 years? He said, I want to do it because everybody did it, so I did it. I said, what's next? I'll do management. I said, okay, try this out. So he tried for management. Fortunately, he got into the best institute, XLRI. He did his HR. Wonderful. So he completed his HR, XLRI. Everybody said, congratulations, Mr. Sharan. Your son is engineer plus HR. Wonderful. I was also excited. I used to tell everybody. He joined a very big HR company, Hewitt. He worked for 3 years, got bored. I said, no, what now? It's useless, yeah. There's no fun in this. I said, what are you looking for fun? I don't have money now to support you. He said, what do you intend to do? I want to do strategy. Where? Harvard, INSEAD, the best institutes he's talking about. I don't know what's the cost. 60 lakhs rupees, 70 lakhs, yeah, I'm going to do that. Banks are giving me loan, etc., etc. I said, try it out. Ultimately, he landed in a good institute in Spain, finished his strategy. I said, what next? He says, I think I should be doing doctorate. I said, stop it now. Stop it. Do a doctorate. No. Get another job. Fortunately, he got a job. He's now for the last 5 years is working. I said, I'm not going to repeat this problem again with my daughter. She also said similar activities. I said, no. So what I did was, I got her aptitude test done. And when I got her aptitude test done, then it came out that she is very good in social science, legal, law, etc. I said, why don't you take this career? She said, yeah, wouldn't be a problem. So she did her law, then she went to Singapore, she did her management from Singapore, subsequently went to London School of Economics, did HR, finally placed. Why I said this story to you? You see, all of us sitting here, we have a dream. We have a dream to fulfill, all of us. And all of us, any of us, will say like, I want to be worker. Nobody, everybody absolutely want to be in the health and welfare. But actually, is that our passion? Are we really pursuing this career because we want to be in the field of engineering? Are we? Day in and day out, I take interviews. And I asked them, what is your career goal? What's your personal goal? They don't know about it. Every day, I take engineers, young engineers. I say, you don't have a personal goal? Why are you here? What do you want to say? A job, they're all looking for a job. And then you're aspiring to be at the helms of affairs. No. When my friend asked how many people watch, what's that? Yeah. I think 90% of people said, yes, I do it. It seems that that's your passion. Pursue that. I'm not joking. You see what happened? I was giving a training in my class, in my company, when I've taken some diploma and graduate engineers, we take about 10, 15 all our time, train them. I know that only two will remain, rest of the people will go. Because after my training, half the people leave. Not because I'm a bad trainer, but I train them to pursue their passion. I tell them, if you have a passion, pursue that. If you're a singer, be a good singer. And in one of the programs, in a training program, when I was doing a goal-setting exercise, one of the girls said, I want to be the best chef. Next time when I came, she had become a chef. She had left the organization. I asked her colleagues, what have they done? She's joined, left this work, joined some institute in Pusa to study catering management. Now, why I'm saying that? You see, when we hire people, we are looking for three things: knowledge, skill, and attitude. Now, I know you don't have skills. You have knowledge. And you have an attitude. Now, what is the knowledge that you have? You have a knowledge that is required for the particular job. When I take electrical engineers, I take 5, 6 electrical engineers. I don't know where I'm going to place them, because I may have vacancies at different locations. But you must know your basics. Don't pursue engineering for the sake of studying engineering just because the neighbor has been doing it. Don't do it. Just because your father forced you to do it. I'm telling you again. Pursue it because you love doing it. Unless you have that fire within, the burning desire within, you won't grow. No way. So knowledge is very important. You must have the knowledge of whatever that you are doing, because I don't know your skills. You don't have a skill. You have not acquired any skills so far. When you enter into an activity, when you enter into a plant, then you learn skills. And those skills will have to be honed to become number one. And then the attitude. The attitude plays a very, very important role in whatever that you do. Attitude will decide your altitude. Many have said like this. Your positive attitude. They say, I have a very positive attitude. How do you say that? How do you look at the whole thing? Are you considering obstacles as a challenge? Do you have the aptitude for problem solving? Or you are one of those, like chinta, when become a chitta. What are you? So we are looking for people who have knowledge and who have an attitude. Attitude to learn. Attitude to grow. Attitude to be together. We are not looking for people who are complaining of life. We are looking for people who want to grow in life with people together. All of you must be having a license to drive or motorcycle or a car. What do? You get a learning license, don't you? And then after learning, you ride. So learning is when you remove your L, what happens it? Earning. You're going to learn to earn, that's it. And learning will never end. So you've got to keep learning all the time. Every moment of your life needs to be learning. For that you have to have a positive attitude. And how will you do that? The only way to do it is you get associated with those who challenge you every day. You got to be associated with those who challenge you every day. Not that who say, "Arey yaar, tum to bahut acha hai, yaar, top class yaar." No, you got to meet people who are above you so that they teach you, they tell you, they challenge you to become like them, and you emulate. You read the experiences of people. You read books. Why? Because those who have traversed 60 years, you learn by just reading it. You have that experience of yours. When you are inducted into the plant, then the process is slightly different. Then the process is that we go through induction process. And there also, you are in the lowest. In the pyramid, you are the lowest. What are you doing? You are developing yourself. That's it. Learning skills, skills, skills. But when you go up slightly, then you start working in a team. Then you have a teamwork. You know how to work in a team. You further go up. Then what happens? You manage managers. You become a manager. You manage things. Then you are not involved in the activities of day to day, but what you do is manage the entire enterprise. And then you become head. You manage the organization. You become a strategist. What to do, what not to do. Now in this ladder, there are every ladder has requirements of its own. Again, skill, attitude, and knowledge. Now, when you say attitude, there are behavioral aspects. Every work has a requirement, a various type of a requirement. You must qualify to become that. Or what happens? We become a very good engineer, but we are not very good managers. I cannot become a good CEO because I must have those capabilities to become a CEO. Recently, I promoted a junior of mine. He was very hard working, very good worker, excellent result he gave me for a couple of years. So I recommended his promotion, and he was promoted as a manager. You know what happened? I lost him. Because the moment he became a manager, the criteria which was required to become a manager was not fulfilled. I promoted because he was a good. He is neither a manager nor a good workman. So you got to learn what is required to reach where. When you enter a company, when you apply to a company, my friends have said that you go do research. But the company is also doing equal research about you. Try to understand. We don't go through assessment center because there are a large crowd of people. But then we certainly have questions to prove that whether you are suitable or not suitable. I ask them one question. What do you do every day to develop yourself? We write, what's your hobby? Singing, music sunte hai sir. Watching video, watching television. Can this be your hobby? Tell me. Don't you write like this? This is my hobby. My hobby is listening to Beatles. Very good. Keep going listening to Beatles. I'm trying to find out by asking you this question to understand that how are you developing yourself? What would you do to pursue your career? If you write, I'm a sportsman, And if academically, if you are slightly weak, I prefer that boy than to be a person who's first class first. You know why? Because my job requirement doesn't require a first class first, unless until I'm looking for a person in research and development. But what a person required in research and development, quality assurance, where a lot of research is required, I'll certainly look for a person who is first class first, who's top class. But we are looking for an average student who has knowledge, who has a positive attitude, and who's grooming himself to take over high positions. A person who's able to gel with people. A person who doesn't complain about things. He takes life as a challenge. He can solve problems. These are the questions that we ask. And once he is inducted, then we start looking into the potential of that man. Whether that man, after 2-3 years of his work, has the potential, has he developed that potential to go up? And that is why out of 40 or 50 students or people who have been inducted, we select 5 talent, and we call it talent acquisition. Then those talented people are groomed, trained, and the gap analysis that is being done by Human Resource Department fulfills that by sending them for additional training. They get trained, and then they take the position. But what happens? The moment a young engineer gets a job in a company, 2 years passes, he doesn't get an increment for reasons unknown, or the company may not be doing good or something like that. Then he starts looking into the ascent. Yeah, you know what ascent is? Job portals. Yeah? And then he starts looking, I think I must change. And somebody gives him 5,000 rupees, he jumps. Another 5,000 rupees, he jumps. And ultimately what happens? He collapses because he doesn't have any knowledge, skills, bad attitude. He doesn't go up further. And I say, my luck is very bad. And then he'll start wearing, it's a Ganguti sa penna shuru kar dega. He start going to all the temples, Nariyal Poda Puri. My luck na, amar kapal ta khub kharab. My dear sir, you have not prepared yourself for the job, for the position. You got to prepare yourself. For that, you got to prepare from today. Today. When you are doing it, you must do something for today. And you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go to motivational speakers or anybody. There are plenty of information now available on net. 2 hours every day in addition to whatever that you do. Spend on yourself. What? Write down 3 things. First, what am I going to do? What do I want? And next 3 things should be, what should I do which will give me pride? When you do it, I'm sure you will become employable. Employability is not a problem. Every company looking for a grand young man with positive attitude to learn and deliver. We are looking for people who will take people, who will take the company along, who will share his knowledge and wisdom to steer the company to a greater height. We will do that. Thank you very much.